Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday, January 14, 2021. Mr. Parrott here with your daily rundown of what we're doing today in class. And today is going to be a good day. I like this one. This is one of my favorite kind of projects throughout the year just because it summarizes everything that we've been doing over the past 2 weeks, pretty much. Because it's going to show how DNA is going to create the protein that makes your traits, and we'll actually involve some traits here today. First off, though, before we get any further, bell ringer, answer it up. Ding, 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 ding. Because it's Thursday, so make sure to answer them up. And then all we're doing today, there's no notes or anything. We're just going to go right into the activity. So you're going to jump into the Thursday folder. When you're in the Thursday folder, you go to, there you go, there's the bell ringer up there. Open up your assignment, goat protein. And boom, this will be our goat protein activity here. Now, in order for you to know what is happening, you need to make sure that you have your correct sequence for everything. Because you do not have a table that has something stuck to your table like there is in class. Remember last week how we always had the DNA stuck to the table. Where it says, down here, and I'm going to boost this to the order that they need to go in, where it says digital goat DNA sequences. You need to load that up. And for you on quarantine, I'm just going to say do DNA sequences set number 1. So what you can do for that so that you don't have to constantly be opening this file up is go ahead and copy everything a part of DNA sequences set 1 and then add them right here where it says add a picture of your sequences below so you don't forget them. Just copy and paste the sequence into it so that you will have everything that you'll need. So I'm actually going to do that. Copy. Show you what it does. Copy, paste. So there's our sequences. Because what you're going to have for a goat, you're going to have 6 traits, 6 characteristics. We got to figure out what color each one of these characteristics are. Because at the end, we're going to color a pretty picture of a goat based off of that picture. So how are you going to do that? Part 1. You need to transcribe to make a message. So what we have is just the DNA side of it. We need to make the RNA. So whatever you have as your DNA up here, you need to transcribe that into RNA, meaning you need to find out what would pair up to it. So if you're looking at your horn here, what is going to pair up to the horn? What pairs up to a T? Well, that'd be an A. What pairs up with an A? That'd be a U. What pairs up with a C? That would be a G. And you're going to go down the line to pair things up. My suggestion would be as you're doing this, every 3, put a couple of spaces. That way, when you go to use the codon chart in a little bit, it'll be a little bit easier for you. Next one would be TTT. That'd just be A. Remember, you're using your RNA-based pairing rules because this is making the messenger RNA. So the apples are under, and then the cars are in the garage. So you should be using A, U, G, C when writing out the code. There should be no T's. Give it a couple of spaces here. So that's that. Once you get your message, you can then use the codon chart to come up with what the actual proteins would be. Like AUG, if we were to put AUG in there, that would be met. Give it a space or 2. Look up the next 3. Your next 3 would be AAA, so we'd go A over to A over to A. That looks like it says LYS. You're going to continue on from there until your complete protein is done. Because then what you're going to do is you're going to take your amino acids and you need to find what color each one of them represents. How you figure out your color is go back to Schoology, and it will be the Second one of our files for today, it should say goat color protein codes PDF. You open up that PDF, and your code should match one of these colors. And I use the full words for it. So probably actually by the time you see this video, it is going to be the shortened version of these codes. So it will match up a little bit better with your met, lose, arg, gly, all those things. If you're looking at it early for whatever reason, which I don't know how you're able to do that, it's just usually the first three letters. It's usually how we shorten them, but sometimes they can be a little bit different. But I'll have these shortened codes for you here, so all you got to do is match them up. And then you can color your goat. If you have a printer, I have a goat picture for you to color. Here's our happy little goat. Otherwise, at home, because you won't be able to have this goat printed off for you, you can just create your own goat using those colors specifically for each one of its areas. But if you got a printer, or you want to digitally do this, because like you could take a screenshot of this and then go into one of your drawing apps. I know a lot of you have one of those drawing apps. You can certainly digitally color this goat. Because then there's a nice little nifty spot on the assignment where you can upload your finished goat to the very last page. And what we have done, we have gone through everything that we've gone through the last 2 weeks, showing how DNA goes on to make your traits. And this will be similar to how you end up making your traits, everything about it. So I hope you're doing well, staying safe out there. If you have any questions about how this activity works, do not hesitate to email me. I'm going to get rid of all the extra stuff that I put in here. And I've already wrote myself a note to fix the color change so that they are the abbreviated versions of it, not the full long version of it. So we used to use the full version of all the words for everything. We have gotten rid of that a long time ago. So I just need to update that list to make it shorter. But hope you're doing well, staying safe out there. And if you have any questions, email me, and I will see you later.